Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rahakwadash, the oneness to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and it's sincere shalom to the icon that's out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. This is going to be a really quick video. I see a lot of people do these type videos. I see a lot of people complain about this type of behavior, which we do too. We do it, and we file complaints to the Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Ezekiel 9 talks about that. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Ezekiel 9 talks about that. The men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be in the midst, that be done in the midst thereof, right? Who do you think that's talking about, man? And we're sighing and crying to the Lord. We're not sighing and crying to people. You know what I'm saying? We're not sighing and crying to society. All right. We're not complaining to you people, man. We're not complaining to Esau Edom. All right. We're filing complaints to the Lord because we know that man's goings are of the Lord. All right. Everything is of the Lord. And we understand that people won't change unless the Lord allows them to change. And the change comes when this bitch is burned. Okay. So, you look at the title of this video here, and you look at the name of the channel. All right. Um, why do we go through what we go through? Right? Why are so? Because when you look through this video, it's mainly us. All right, and it usually is mainly us. Edomites go through it too. You know what I'm saying? But it's mainly us, right? Or why we are, you know what I'm saying? Why we are the way we are, right? Why we go through what we go through? Well, it's a short answer. It's a really simple answer. And the problem comes in, is when we tell people the answer, we tell you people the answer, mainly our people, the so-called Black, Latino, and Native American people, right? We tell you people the answer, and you don't want to hear it because you say the Bible's written by man. Well, there's no other answer. All right. The answers that y'all give is bullshit. All right. You said we just got to get together as black people. Well, how that's going to happen when black people can't get together? Nothing makes sense, right? You got the men and the women that's divided against themselves. Hell, you got men we got us as men. We're divided against ourselves, and half of the time it's because of women. Then you got the women that's jealous of the other woman. You know what I'm saying? So they always got to top it one another. You got families. Families don't get along, right? You know what I'm saying? Biological siblings don't get along. Biological parents and children don't get along. So how do you expect an entire nation to get together? This combats that situation that these other Israelite camps try to do. Talk about we gotta wake up a nation. Nowhere in the Bible did it say we are going to be waking up a nation. You got to show that, right? It doesn't make any sense. And you can pull out any scripture you want because there's always going to be a counter to that, right? Nowhere in the Bible did it say an entire nation is going to be awakened. All right. For you Israelite groups out there, I want to know how many of your family, since you're talking about we got to wake up an entire nation and we got to build it, we got to do this, we got to do that, right? I want to know how many of your family members you don't woke up, right? How many of your family members have awakened, right? Bishop Nathaniel, how many of your family members have awakened? Right? General Johanna, how many of your family members have awakened? Right? All of y'all. How many? How many of your family members in jail? I'm talking about mainly the men. How many of your family members in jail? How many of your daughters out here slutting themselves out, man? And you call yourself to be fathers trying to protect them, you allowing them to run out here and get slutted out. They gonna get slutted out either way, man. There's no protecting them from that. How many of your sons out there squeegee kids, right? How many of your fathers gone, right? How many of your mothers are actually mothers? Wake up a whole nation. Get the fuck out of here, right? So this is the book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 10. This is a simple answer, real easy answer. And these two scriptures that I'm going to bring out is not the only two. I'm just running through this real quick. That's all I'm doing, man. It might only even be 10 minutes, right? But it's a really short, simple answer. The Bible answers every question you could think of. Daniel chapter 9, verse 10. Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord, right, our God. Right. So we didn't obey the voice of the Lord our God, man. Following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our abilities. What are we doing right now, man? We doing whatever it is we want to do, right? We following heathen customs. You know what I'm saying? We doing everything backwards. Nothing according to the Bible. We're following heathen traditions. I'm talking about what's getting ready to come up Halloween. How many of us going to celebrate that? And afterwards Thanksgiving, afterwards Christmas, right? New Year's. How many of us celebrate that stuff, man? Simple answer, we sinned against the Lord and we still are, man. And you wonder why shit just keeps getting worse, right? We still are sinning against the Lord big time. We eating whatever we want to eat, dressing up however we want to dress up. You know what I'm saying? Changing our genders and stuff like that, right? Just changing everything about our ways, man. Right? Just not being natural. We just sinning against the Lord. The Bible is written by man. So the question I have for every last one of y'all out there, man, what is the answer then, man? What is the answer? Because every other religion always keeps talking about we gotta do this. Black people gotta do that. How? How? What happened every time black people got together? What happens every time black people get together, man? What happens every single time, man? What happens? Every single time black people get together, what happens? It's obvious. I'll leave it up to y'all. Right? What happens every time you try to do business with somebody so-called black? Leave that up to y'all. Right? You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to accept that these devils out here are our enemies. Nobody wants to accept that. They look at you like something wrong with you. You talk about the so-called white man, and there you go with that white man stuff. Yeah, you wonder why we are how we are? This shit goes back to slavery. The self-hatred, right? The jealousy and everything, man. This stuff goes back to slavery, man, which wasn't that long ago. Which wasn't that really that long ago. You talk about 1600s up to 2023. That wasn't that long ago. And guess what? Slavery is still happening. Servitude, that's all it is. Slavery, let me fix that a little bit. I'm gonna fix that a little bit. What happened to us is not slavery. That was torture. There's a difference between torture and slavery, right? Slavery is not being beaten, castrated, burnt alive, and stuff like just straight tortured, man. Being split open, you know what I'm saying, while you're still alive and shit like that, man. That's not, hangings, lynching. That's not slavery. That is not slavery. That's the wrong word for it. Slavery is only servitude, okay? And if your woman, see, this is why people get really bent out of shape when they hear words. Your woman is supposed to be a slave to you, a servant. The woman is supposed to serve the man. Right now, the men are serving the women, and you wonder why everything's so out of whack. But again, what's the source of this? Why has this happened? Why is the earth itself so out of whack? I was having a conversation with a brother not too long ago, and we mentioned that all these wars that happen, right? All these world wars that always happen is always because it always revolves around Israel some way, somehow. It always revolves around Israel. Right now, you're looking at two pieces of shit fight over a land that ain't even theirs. Palestine, and the Palestinians and what you call them, Israelis. They two pieces of garbage, right? That are fighting over a land that ain't even theirs, right? You see, the Lord is completely eradicating them out of that shit, man. It's not good over there right now. So why do y'all BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI? That's great news, man. That's great news. Every world war has always had something to do with Israelites. Every single one of them, right? It says, neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our God to walk in his laws, right, which he set before us by his servants, the prophets. Now, even with those laws, see, that's how we went off too. Because even with those laws, right, there's nothing wrong with the laws. It's how you use it. It's how you do it. See, that's why in the scriptures it always talks about law and faith, because you had Jake taking the law so literal that they started changing stuff up, and then that's when the law started becoming unrighteous. Then they started making up unrighteous laws instead of just going with faith. The Lord always required faith right along with those laws, man. So it wasn't just about the law, the law, the law. No, no, because again, certain laws could be changed if you take them literal. I'm talking about if you take them so literal and without faith, you start changing stuff up. Shit just start getting changed up, and then the law is just like, well, what's going on? The law is still this law is still in effect, and you better not let go of the law. That's the problem with these damn Christians, man. And you wonder why we in this situation with these women right here, man. Because all these Christians said, forget about the law. You ain't gonna follow the law. It's all right. Forget about it. And then that opened up freedom. That's not freedom. That's destruction. You see what happens when you let people become lawless. Oh no, but you better follow this law. You know what I'm saying? But part of this law is in the Bible too. Don't kill, don't steal, don't commit adult. Well, the adultery thing is whatever, right? I mean, in this law here, in the world's law, the adultery is whatever. In fact, social media promotes that. Oh yeah, sure, just mess with everything. But again, we going to the source. I'm going beyond social media, right? We go beyond social media. We go beyond society. Oh no, 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 nope. See, the reason all this is happening is not because of anything. Well, you can say it's something earthly, but there's a higher power behind this, and it's because of something we did. I just read it. Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord. That's why. See, it goes beyond social media. Social media just comes with that. I don't give social media all the credit for that shit. Right? The simple answer is because we sinned against the Lord. That's a simple answer. Verse 11, right? It says, yeah, all Israel, or it says, yea, yeah, or yea. It says, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore, the curse is poured upon us. What is the curse? Look around you. I ain't got to break it down. It says, and the Lord and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of God, because we have sinned against him. Simple answer. Real easy. That's that. There you have it. Because we sinned against the Lord. Let's get another one. Let's get another one. This is a direct precept of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee, right, and overtake thee. You can read here, it's a list of curses. And some of these sicknesses, as the scriptures say, some of these sicknesses that we get, whether they be actual sicknesses like diseases, which a disease is a dis-ease and a dis-ease of the body. It doesn't have to be like virus related. You know what I'm saying? It could be, it is also mental. That mental sickness ain't nothing to be played with, man. Right? That is we're going through right now is a goddamn mental sickness. So some of these sicknesses, as the scriptures say, they're not even going to be mentioned. Some of these sicknesses ain't even mentioned in the scriptures, man. And that's crazy to think about that. Like, wow. You're telling me these sicknesses aren't even mentioned in the Bible? Some of them? That's insane, man. But most of them are. For example, this is when you look at this video and you look through this video, that is a sickness that is most definitely explained in the Bible. In fact, this is one of the top sicknesses that's in the Bible, man, that we're going through. When a man and a woman don't know their place and don't know their role as to what gender, the roles of the gender, role reversal. When you have role reversal, do you know how many things follow along with that? Financial instability, right? Mental minds, your mindset and everything, man. The stability of the home, everything just goes haywire, man. Everything just goes crazy. Like, okay, yeah, like that goes a long way. So anyway, I know I said this video was probably gonna be a little shorter than that. I said probably only 15, I mean maybe 10 minutes, but it is what it is, man. All right. I don't plan these. That's just what happens. So while we go through. This is just short answer. Do some more research, man. How much? I don't know how much more research you need on a situation like this, though. Once you understand, once you understand Deuteronomy 28 should be enough, right? But some people, I guess, are different. If Deuteronomy 28 ain't enough for you, I don't know. Do your own research, but it should be. All right. Giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, Shalom.